Flexen here for SecondsOut and Sportsbet TV with Jack Catterall. Jack, we're here at the press conference for Big Show in Leicester in October. The main event officially is Nicola Adams fighting for a world title. However, I think the fight that most people are going to be excited about, and we'll see as the main event really, is you against Ohara Davies at super lightweight. Just tell us a bit how long you've known about the fight and how did it come together?
Yeah, I boxed at Ellen Road in Leeds on, I think it was May 30th. We boxed on the same bill. I believe the fight was going to go ahead after that. For whatever reason it didn't. I ended up fighting Tyrone McKenna. I did believe it once I come through Tyrone McKenna, which I did. The fight would be made. I got the call a couple of days after the fight. The fight was proposed. Obviously the answer straight away was yes. So here we are today to announce the fight.
This is certainly a fight that he's been chasing for a long time. He's made some jibes on Twitter and so on. You're more of a quiet man, you don't get involved in too much trash talk. But is it a fight that you've wanted for a long time?
I wouldn't necessarily say that I've always wanted to fight Davies. I want to be involved in good fights, fights that people want to see, entertaining fights. And it seems the British public all want to see O'Hara get punched in, so I'm the man for the job.
And with Terry Flanagan obviously going into the WBSS, I guess this was kind of the biggest domestic clash you could have had.
Yeah, definitely. I've had a lot of domestic fights, and there's a lot of good fighters domestically still. But I believe, yeah, Davies is probably going to be obviously my next domestic fight. But after that, I want to push on for big, meaningful fights as well. So, got to get through this October the 6th and then see where we are from that.
I say you're quite quiet in terms of the build-up and stuff, but you gave a bit, you know, as good as you got yesterday on Twitter. I was seeing he said he was going to dispose of you. You said you'll dispose of nothing, and there was a bit of banter going back and forth. Are you ready for that kind of back and forth and that kind of trash talk in the build-up?
I don't get involved in it really. One thing I'll definitely not be taking for a muppet. I like to do me talking in the ring. I like to set a good example. I've got 7 little brothers. I'm not here for my little brothers to come home and say, why have you been swearing? Why have you been saying this? I mean, I don't want to get involved in that. I'm a professional boxer. My job is to fight. I do the. I mean, he likes to talk the talk. I walk the walk, and we'll see October the 6th.
You're a boxer puncher. You've got power. You're fast. Good footwork. These are all attributes you could also ascribe to Josh Taylor, who's obviously inflicted O'Hara's only defeat. Does that give you kind of even more confidence that someone, you know, relatively similar attributes to you has beaten him already?
Yes and no. I believe in myself and my abilities anyway. Whether he was undefeated, he'd had 10 losses. I'm always confident. But yeah, again, you can watch. Obviously, I'm going to watch his previous fights. I can watch Josh Taylor's fight and see how Josh picked him apart. But again, we might have similar attributes. I'm a different fighter. I'm Jack Catterall, and I'll do my demolition job on him.
Is this kind of your big showcase, if you like, the fight that brings you to the attention of the British public at large, rather than just the boxing fans?
Probably, yeah. I mean, he creates a lot of noise through talking, so I think people outside of boxing maybe pay attention for that. So I don't really focus on that too much. I just enjoy boxing, enjoy my family life. I don't get involved in all the spats. Do you know what I mean? I don't like the drama of it, so I'll settle down now after today, train for the fight, and turn up fight night ready.
And apart from the obvious kind of pride and competitive spirit, is there going to be something else at stake in this fight? Perhaps an eliminator or a belt?
I mean, he's got the WBC, is it international silver. I've got the WBO intercontinental, so I've got a high ranking in the WBO, so I do believe it'd be for my belt. Whether Frank can get a final eliminator of some sort on it, that'd be nice. Again, I just want to be involved in good fights that entertain people, and I believe that's this.
Final eliminator for the WBO would set you up very well, I guess, because Maurice Hooker, yeah, I think he's fighting Saucedo next, but after that he would be free, I would imagine, to take on a mandatory.
Yeah, definitely. I've never overlooked any opponent, so I will knuckle down. I'll train hard for the fight. I'll also watch Hooker's fight when that's announced and scheduled, hoping that obviously in the future I come through this, I can push towards that world title.
What sort of fight do you think we can expect between you and Davies? Because like you say, he does talk a lot, but there's every chance that when you actually get in the ring, he might not be as aggressive as he is against lesser opposition.
You just never know how a fight's going to turn out. I mean, you know what you get with me, I'll come to fight. I believe I've got good timing, good footwork, I'll come forward. You won't have to come looking for me, I'm going to be there. Not necessarily there to be hit, but I'll be there to fight with him. So we just have to see on fight night.
How important is the timing in all this? Because your gym, Jamie Moore's gym, is on a great run at the moment. Tommy Coyle, Rocky Fielding, Cole Frampton, of course. great run. How important is that in terms of inspiring you and being around them day to day?
It's brilliant. The gym's flying. Carl's fighting in 2 weeks' time. Martin and Rocky's just fought. I fought not so long ago. Tommy fought not so long ago. Stephen and Conrad, all the lads in the gym, Mark, everyone's got fights scheduled again, so it's brilliant. Everybody's straight back to work, so I mean we can all push each other and thrive off each other's energy to win our next fights.
Who's your main sparring with in that gym?
To be honest, I've never sparred any of the lads in the gym. Since I joined the stable, everyone's had fights scheduled against certain opponents, and I mean I think I'm the only southpaw in the gym, so nobody's needed that so far. Maybe in the future. And likewise, it's been different weight categories where I've not needed any of them to spar, but I guess down the line, hopefully it'd be nice to get some inside sparring.
Brilliant. Well, we thank you for your time and we wish you the very best of luck against Davies in October.
Thank you very much.